happen.
definition of what's a residence.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
And all your, I mean, the rent-
Caius, I'm chairman of the Kane County Administration Committee, and I'm calling this meeting to order on Wednesday, November 15th, 2023 at 10:26 PM. AM.
Hmm.
Oh, wasn't it PM? Seems like we've been here forever.
Perish the thought.
We'll call the order. Can we have roll call, please?
Berman, Davis, Ford,
Board president.
Gums,
No.
Young,
Young here.
Juby,
Should be here.
Caius.
It's present.
Inform.
Okay, and with the indulgence of the board, we have Madam Gums has asked for a remote attendance with no objection. She will be a participant in this meeting. It's so then. May I have a motion and second to approve the minutes from October 11th, 2023?
Board moves, believe me.
Second,
Berman.
Berman, all in favor? Or actually, any changes or modifications? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's done then. Okay, financial reports, they're on file. Is there any public comment, person online, written, nothing? Don't hear anything. Then we will go to Miss Heidi Files for a facilities master plan update.
Sure, just a brief update. We're waiting for our next opportunity at the next available committee of the whole to present the alternatives for the facilities master plan, but we're continuing also to look into alternatives to address the space needs for the government side, including leasing and existing buildings. So you guys have been pretty occupied with your budget and other very pressing items. So we've been kind of holding back, but the next available cow will be presenting an update and considering the comments that we received at this admin committee the last time.
Great, thank you, Ms. Files. Then on to executive director's report.
Hiding over here.
Oh, there you are over there. Sorry, lost you, Roger. Mr.
uh,
Fonstock.
Roger Fonstock with the IT and building management. Just a couple things that I wanted to mention. We've been working through the budget with the finance department and our individual budgets and departments, and we're also preparing for the year end. And I think that'll be good news when we come back next month to talk about our year end, where we ended up. I think our departments have been doing a great job trying to mobilize the money and put that to work for us. So I'm excited about that. We also spent this last month getting the Mill Creek Special Service Area levy taken care of. That was, they had the public hearing, and the levy will be on the next county board meeting for approval of the levy and the budget for Mill Creek. Other work. So right now, especially in building management, we are working on a plan for lighting at the Judicial Center campus. We also have the Judicial Center HVAC project that Henry and his team are working on, as well as the Sheriff HVAC. We just brought in 3 different proposals for engineering firms to do the planning for the Sheriff's office and jail, which is a budgeted expense for the capital projects over the next 2 years. We are finishing I think we finished the lift and the ramp and the door work. The actual concrete ramp at the Sheriff's office is going in. They're working on that, but the lift and the door, ADA doors have been fixed, so we can get people in and out, and the lift is out there and installed. The ramp will be done still before winter. We also have another resolution on the agenda today for the Judicial Center technology modernization. It's the electrical part of it. So in the building is built in 1992-93, the Judicial Center. We have to go through and redo the electrical to support all the technology that they're buying with the $3 million court upgrade for the audiovisual technology that they're putting in. The $3 million was a grant that they received, but that also requires a lot of electrical upgrades as well. So we'll be talking about that in a minute. Then the last 2 things that we're going to be working on, we've been working with Kathy Hopkinson from finance and our team on what will the capital plan look like going forward as we rebuild 5-year plans and take into consideration some things like depreciation of assets and the life cycle of them. I think that's going to be a really good project. We're going to get started on it early and try to have that in place well before the next year's budget process. It seems strange. We just haven't even gotten this budget done, but we're already talking about next year's 5-year capital plan with Kathy Hopkinson. So the last piece is that we have had a couple of conversations about the county's strategic plan. I know Madam Chair has asked us to begin getting some preliminary research to try and figure out how that would evolve. So a strategic plan that would encompass basically the strategy, vision, and how we would get there with the offices and departments together. So I think that'll be something that'll be coming out in the near future, maybe through executive committee. But those are the things that we have to update for today. And then Blair, if you will, there's a GIS day is downstairs in the auditorium. And they're going to be there. I think it's from 10 o'clock this morning till 1 or 2 p.m. Tom Nikoski and his team and then other offices and departments, they have displays and kind of interactive things downstairs, but it shows you the different things that we use the GIS mapping services for throughout the county. And I think you'd find that interesting. They do a lot of work with development, planning, property tax, highway, water resources, even I think Forest Preserve uses a lot of our mapping. So if you want to stop by, just head downstairs after the meeting and say hi to Tom and visit. I think they would appreciate everybody that can come by and take a look. So that's my report. Thank you.
Wow, great, thank you. That's a lot of stuff, that real fast. Any questions for Mr. Fonstock? Okay, then back to Heidi Files for the Judicial Campus exterior lighting.
Yeah, just thought we'd do a very quick 5-slide update on one of the more visible capital projects we're working on. It's the exterior lighting component for the judicial campus. We have about 1.4 and then 1.4 million in 2024 to address lighting on the campus. And then after the exterior, we'll be moving to interior LED replacement for the JC and the JJC. The reason we're doing this project is because there's some safety and liability issues on campus. The western third of the campus, if you go there at night, it's pretty dark. A lot of the poles have been compromised. You can see the bottom left, there's the middle picture. The electrical wiring was failing to a lot of the poles, so they had to rewire it and drill into the poles, which actually caused some rust, and some of the poles have actually fallen. So it's a very important project. There's a illumination recommendation for judicial campuses of 2.3 foot candle. And that's going to be our goal for the campus. We're going to be, if you go to the next slide, the great thing about this project is it's going to be dark sky compliant. We're working with our energy and environmental team on this. We're going to be following the 3000 K warm lighting. We're going to have decreased energy use overall with auto photo eye sensor, so it can turn on and off with daylight. And then the ability to dim areas, even the nighttime, a little bit when there's no movement. And then with person or car movement, the light would go back up. If you go to the next one, the existing layout, we have 117 poles. The new layout will have 1 additional pole, but we'll have 40 less heads and decreased wattage. So for energy savings, it's going to be a great project. And these are just our preliminary plans for now. And finally, we're also going to be looking at facade lighting and landscape lighting. A lot of it has been damaged, run over by mowers, doesn't work, isn't LED. Maybe the wiring has gone bad. So it's going to be a really nice project. And we'll be bringing this out to bid and then to this committee for approval. And it is budgeted. That's it.
Great, any questions for Heidi? Okay, great, thank you. Saving money too with the making dark skies. I'm sure Mavis is excited to hear that.
Thank you.
Little shout out there to E&E. Okay, and then we'll move on to Mr. Thompson. I have a resolution for authorizing a contract for Kane County Annual Roof Inspection, Repair, and Replacement Services. Moved by
Berman.
Berman, second by
Davis.
Davist.
Good morning. The first item here is resolution entering into agreement with WeatherGuard in the amount of $214,410. 200,000 of that is for repairs and maintenance and replacement of roofs throughout the county. It is budgeted and we recommend your approval.
It's up to 214. Okay, any questions? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Ford. Gums,
Gums, yes.
Young. Juby,
Ruby, I.
Young,
Young, yes.
Yes,
Caius,
yes.
passes.
Motion passes. May I have a motion and second for a resolution authorizing additional funds to Kellenberger Electric for judicial technology modernization for the Kane County 16th Judicial Circuit Court? Moved by
Gums,
Davis and Gums.
Yes, item B is a resolution authorizing Kellenberger to complete the work that was mentioned by Mr. Fonstock for the modernization for the judicial center. But this is also the judicial center, branch court, and also the old courthouse. The amount is 850,000. 200,000 that would be contingency, 650,000 for the project. It is budgeted and we recommend approval.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Thompson? I see you squinting, Mr. Davis. How's it? Okay, good. Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Ford. Gums,
Gums, yes.
Young,
Young, yes.
Juby,
Ruby, I.
Caius,
Yes.
passes.
Motion passes. May I have a motion, motion and second for the resolution authorizing a contract for Kane County Moving Services.
Berman
Moved
moves.
by Berman, second by
Ford.
Ford.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yes, item C is a resolution for building management to enter an agreement with Armstrong Moving Company, Midwest, and Two Men in a Truck to perform moving services throughout the county as needed. The amount is 300,000 and it is budgeted and we recommend approval.
Okay, any questions for Henry?
I have a question, guys.
Yes, Mr. Ford.
Um,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that you're the young guy.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Young.
How often do you need these moving services? Just curious. I had seen this on the resolution. I just wanted to, are you moving desks around? I mean, I'm just curious give me an idea or like an example as to when you would need to use these services.
Sure, this is Henry Thompson again. We get requests on a weekly basis to either alter a workspace, moving cabinets or moving a desk, maybe relocating a desk. When you have department head changes, they have the request and they want to kind of configure their area as they feel that they need to use it. We also have times where we do capital projects where you do flooring projects, so everything needs to be removed out of an area to actually perform the work. So on a weekly basis, we probably have one, two or three moves a week. So it is very common for us. And at that time, we struggle with our manpower to be able to perform the work because we're trying to maintain the buildings instead of us playing the moving company. So it'd be nice to be able to reach out to a contractor to perform this work and we can keep our guys focused on what they need to do on a daily basis.
And then this also make sure we have like 3 companies, right? So we have a choice of.
Yes, Mr. Kayas, we awarded the 3 companies. Our main focus is to use the first one listed, which is Armstrong. They were the lowest bidder, so it would be in our best interest to call them first, but we do get requests last minute. So if a judge is moving chambers to another chambers, sometimes we're given less than a 24-hour notice. So if their schedule is conflicting and they're not able to perform the work, it is nice to be able to reach out to another contractor. And that's why we award to all 3, but Armstrong was the lowest, so we plan on using them first.
Okay,
One-
Mr. Young?
One more question. So is it 300,000? Is that what you want to have in the budget or is that what you awarded the moving companies? Or you just think you'll need that much throughout the year?
That's just a guesstimate of what we think we'd use throughout the year. If it comes at 100 or 150, it would be savings on our end, but there's no committed dollar amount to the vendor.
Yeah, it's an up to.
Okay.
Great. Anything else? Okay, any other questions? Then roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Gums,
Yes.
Young,
Young, yes.
Juby,
Ruby, I.
Caius.
Yes.
Passes.
Great, thank you very much. Motion passes. On to information technology. Charles Lasky.
I'm going to cover that.
Okay, Charles not here. We'll have Roger Fonstock.
You got the first resolution, Mr. Caius?
Oh, yes, I'll do that. Just a minute. Let me get my notes in order here. Yes, item A, resolution. Maybe a motion and second for a resolution authorizing execution of a pledge agreement. Moved by
Berman.
Berman, second by
Davis.
Davis.
Okay, so what you have in front of you is a pledge agreement with Fox Valley United Way. I think it was about 5 years ago, Fox Valley or Batavia United Way at the time, subsequently Fox Valley United Way took it over. The county entered into an agreement to do 211 services. So it's for a 211 hotline and call center that basically 24 hours a day, if you call about mental health, about housing, food, security, different needs, social services needs, they provide a 24-hour person to respond to that with localized service offerings. And the call center itself is run by Path Crisis, and there's about, I think, 40 different counties that use them for 211 service. So in a partnership with Fox Valley United Way, they actually work with us to contract with Path Crisis for the services. So if you call 211 from any phone number in Kane County, you'll get their call center. During the funding for ARPA, we requested $60,000 a year, and there was a resolution that authorized the $60,000, and we requested a pledge agreement or an agreement with Fox Valley United Way to memorialize and formalize the pledge. And this was something that the folks in ARPA, the ARPA management was asking us to have an actual pledge agreement or an agreement that we would enter into, not just the payments. So we've been getting invoices, we've been getting the payments, but this is the actual pledge agreement. This was something that we sent over for review with the state's attorney's office. We think everything's in order. It's a funded request from ARPA, and it is for 211, and we're recommending approval.
Okay, any questions? And it's $60K per year for 3 years.
Yes.
Does that start now or it's already?
We paid for this year and we're reimbursed for this year, and the next payment will be December 1st, 2023 for 2024. We'll do 2024, 25, 26 is all paid for by ARPA.
Okay, great. No other questions, then roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Young,
Young, yes.
Juby,
Ruby, I.
Caius.
Caius, yes.
Passes.
Motion passes. Item 12, Mill Creek SSA, an update from Mr. Fonstock.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Then no vehicles.
No, sir.
New business. May I have a motion and second approving an intergovernmental agreement between the County of Kane and the Forest Preserve District of Kane County for volunteer stream corridor restoration services. Moved by Ford, second by Davis.
Okay.
Assuming you can vouch for this Forest Preserve District outfit.
That's a question.
I'm okay on that so far.
All
Let's-
right.
Let's hear what he has to say, though, you know.
We have a guest with us today. Rob Linke is here. He can probably speak to this
Oh,
better than
okay.
anybody.
Oh, that's right. I've got Rob down here.
Yes, sir.
With a question mark. Yes. With questions, if you, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and explain it to us, please.
Good morning, everyone. Rob Linke, Water Resource Engineer with King County Environmental Water Resources. This agreement, we're asking for this agreement to be approved. As you're all aware that actually today is the deadline that we are going to be receiving proposals from contractors for the stabilization work down along Geneva Creek. And as part of that, we have the larger stream corridor that straddles both the county property and the Forest Service property. And what we are looking to do is leverage some volunteer efforts to do some additional clearing of the invasive and nuisance species of brush and trees along the stream channel. And so initially, the county was looking at setting up its own volunteer program. But what we quickly realized is that there really isn't enough time in order to do the training and get the certifications for the volunteers. So coordinating with the King County Forest Reserve District, they had offered up to basically collaborate and utilize their existing volunteer network that they have, where folks are certified and trained for using chainsaws and doing the burn piles and stuff like that. So they offered to do that. So this intergovernmental agreement would allow us to coordinate with them for them to utilize their staff and volunteers on the King County property itself. This would start sometime after the first of the year and would continue on as volunteers are willing and able to commit to further clearing up the stream corridor.
Great. Okay, any questions for Rob? God bless those volunteers,
Those
man.
first are volunteers, man.
Yeah, I didn't thank them yesterday and I should have. They were all here. They turn out and get a lot done. We're really indebted to them. So, no other comments or questions, then roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Young,
Yes.
Juby,
Ruby, I.
Caius.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item B, may I have a motion and second for a resolution authorizing salary increase for Executive Director of Information Technologies and Building Management, moved by
Davis moves.
Davis, second by
Berman.
Gums,
Berman. Everybody. Okay. Then I think this is pretty self-explanatory. If you've read it is as per our recommendation through our chair and is part of the equity. So there, you have a comment? Madam Chair?
It's through the chair, but also through the advice and input of the chair of the committee. So it was done collaboratively. And this again is external equity because it's hard to judge one position against another internally, since these are rare individuals. We don't have internal equity to be able to judge this. So this is done on external equity.
Okay, any questions?
David Young, what was the increase over last year?
You have that information. I don't have it on me.
I think it's in the, you have that, Roger?
It's, is
5 to 103?
isn't, yeah, 195, 300 to 203, 500.
Okay,
It's 4%.
4%. Okay.
4%, yeah. Okay, any other questions? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Young,
Young, yes.
Juby,
Ruby, I.
Caius.
Caius, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't believe we have any old business today. May I have a motion and second for the reports on file?
So moved. Davis.
Davis,
Berman,
second, Berman, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The reports on file, there's no need blessedly for an executive session. Is there any public comment on non-agenda items?
I have
Nobody
one.
here? Yeah. And then may I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
So moved. Davis, second.
Davis, second.